7800Z.
Thanks very much.
Good to have you on board. I think we've got 56 passengers behind us, so
Okay.
we're about to do a circuit visually off Auckland soon, once we've done all our checks, off a runway 05 left.
Right.
So before we start, we just are parked up here at the gate, you can see just on the left hand side, and what we do is we're going to run through all our checks. So firstly, on our overhead panel, we start from the top of each of these like selected panels,
right,
and then we work this way down and then that way down and then down here. So for a start, we're going to go from the very top, and we want the yaw damper on. If you can just throw that yaw damper, that's that one there. Yep,
on.
Good. The yaw is the, you know, with the rudder control,
yes,
so we keep that on so that we don't get out of control with the rudder. And then we move down here, fuel pumps. We're going to put fuel pumps on in all 3 tanks. So both, yep, those 2, and then the other 2 on the left, and the other 2 on the right. Yep. And then we move along here and we come to this top here, galley power on so that we can have a coffee soon. Right. And then we move on down. We're just going to leave all that the way it is at the moment. Right. And then coming down here, we're going to put our seatbelt fasten sign on. That's it, so the passengers know to put their seatbelts on. And then we come through to the top, window heats on, so those 2 and those 2. That's it. And then moving down, we're going to leave those the way they are, and then this is my side here, and the APU with the air conditioning, you see it's APU on, right. So we're on the ground, AC is off here, and we're just going to leave that on auto and that on auto. Okay, and then we move along to the lights. We're just going to put the lights on, so that this one here, so that they know at the back that, you know, the aircraft's just about to start up. Anti-collision light, we're going to put that, well, it's forward, so that's on that way. This one's funny switch because that's steady and then that's on, like, flashing, so we know. Yep. Okay, just turn these off to off position. APU is already on, and those lights, taxi and runway lights, we put on when we run on the runway.
Clearance,
Okay, so then moving along, our master caution light, which is this one, just push that in, push to test. Yep, that's off. And then this is called our mode control panel, and this is our navigation side, so that selects our VORs and our NDBs and our ADFs and all that. We also use that down here to help with that. But just to show you a few things, see that changes the radius, and NZAA is Auckland, NZAR coming into view there is Ardmore, and NZHN is Whitford. It's another, Whitford is the navigation beacon. Sorry, I'll just see if my laser will work.
Right.
It's not working.
No,
but that one there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And you can see the magnetic heading is up the top, 052. Yes. That tells us our heading. Down the bottom left-hand side is of that nav display screen is a DME. That's your distance. Yes. And as you can see, it's on 0.8. So in other words, we're sitting on the runway. Right. And then moving to your left, far left screen here, and that's our electronic flight indicator. So it's our artificial horizon. The blue is the sky, the brown is the ground, and then the wings level. On the far left, you've got the airspeed, and it doesn't show above 30, so it's sitting there on 30, just 30 there, because mine's the same. Yeah, I'll just point it out from my side. And then over here, we've got, this is our, altimeter, you got it. And then this on the far right is our vertical speed indicator, up and down. Yep. Okay. And you've flown one of these on the flight sim?
Yeah, I have. So
cool.
I do the 737 all the time. So
good. 1013 is our pressure today, which is our standard atmospheric pressure. Okay. And then moving along here, we've got, this is our engine instruments. So we have our turbine temperatures N1. When we start up, this has to reach down here, actually N2, 20%, then we inject the fuel, and then we monitor it. When it reaches 55, it cuts out, and we know the engine's, if it's a good start, we're just monitoring the systems. Right. Okay, obviously RTO is what we, the auto brake for takeoff. Yep. And when we come into land, we put it on like a 1 or a 2. Yeah, you got it. Okay, and the gear, obviously it's down, and then this is all just the same. So moving on to our FMC, so let's dial this up and I'll teach you how to do this. So we're going to take off today our zero fuel weight. I'm just actually going to show you, Okay. Yep. So our zero fuel weight is going to be 49 tonnes. So we just key in 49. Yep. And when it takes it down to the scratch pad here. So we want to put that into there. So we just hit that one.
Second one, right?
No, that one there. That's it. Yep. So what it's done is it's added up the fuel that we've got in kilograms, tonnes, sorry, and that gives us our gross weight.
I see.
Okay, we'll put in just two, that's it, and we'll put that in as reserve. Yeah.
2 tonnes,
Yeah.
alright.
And then cost index, which is what the accountants like, we're going to use, so it sort of works out automatically how the aircraft's going to fly according to the cost index. We're going to use 100 there, so key in 100. 100, that's it, and cost index, good stuff. Okay, and then we're going to move to our N1 cruise altitude. We'll just we'll put in 3,000, just put 3 and just punch it up. That's it. Cool. Okay, so we can see everything else is okay, and now we just press that execute button because it's green. Yep. And then we're going to go to our N1 limits, which is our next page. So push that page. Yep. It's telling us what sort of takeoff do we want, and we've only got, I think, 66 on board. Just check the load sheet. Yep, 66. So therefore we're going to take off with a takeoff 1, so just push in that one there. That's it. And we'll climb 1, so that one there as well. Alright. Yep. Okay, and then just press that button, take off there. That's it. Okay, flaps are going to set at 5, so just key in 5 and take it up. Good. And then on the other side, V1, we're actually going to change that to 115. So 115, yep, and change it. You got it. And then we're going to initialize these, so push it in. Yep, VR, rotate, and V2, 141. So that's your safe engine out. If you should have an engine out after takeoff, you've got to maintain 141 knots.
Man, that's detailed.
Yeah, so that's just setting it for just a local tiki tour, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we've done all that and execute, so we just leave it on there. So that's done. All set for our start. So moving down here, just to continue with the quadrant, this here's our speed brake. We arm that just by sliding that like that, so have a go at that, and that's just going to be armed, for landing. So, and I'll just command you, I'll just prompt you with the checks. I'll just say speed brake arm, and because that's on your side, I'll let you do that. And because you're the captain, you'll be telling me what to do. So
that's a bit unlikely, but yeah.
So once we're airborne, I want you to tell me to just take the gear up, and flaps as well, flaps up, you know, up, and then once we come into land, I'll just say to you, do you want the gear, captain? And I'll get gear down, or I'll say gear down, and we might be going, we'll get it down, and then, yeah, so that's how we work it, and I'll just, then continuing on, these are your trim wheels. We have the trim set at about 6 units for takeoff. Okay, and the trim's controlled by this one here. So on that left hand side, you've got that, and that just electronically up and down, just push it, Got it?
Wonderful.
Yep. Okay, and then park brake is real simple, something like this and like that for a whole 70 odd tons. So just push it in and have a go. Yep, and off and on. Yep, you got it. And then the throttles, just have a go pushing them forward. You can feel what that feels like.
On, right?
No, we're not started yet. Yep, and then back. And then once we land, it'll be closed throttles and then auto
reverse thrust.
Reverse thrust, yeah. So have a go at those reverse thrusters. Yeah. So we put the reverse thrust on, and then through about 60 knots we take it off.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, and then the flaps. You probably don't really need to work those because it's on this side, too far across, but if you want to have a feel, just have a feel and have a play. Might as well. You take it through the first gate, so you just lift it up.
Lift it up.
Yeah, and then slide it,
Sure,
yeah. And that's it, you've got it. And then flaps for landing and will be full flap.
Right. Okay,
and then we've got the engine start levers here, so when we start we just pull it out. What happens is there's the start up buttons here. We push them on, they're off at the moment. Push them onto ground, and then we just pull it out and then goes up like that. So have a go at that so you know what that feels like. Yep, and it slots right in. You got it. Yep. Okay, and then moving down, we've got our 3 extinguishers for the engines. So each one has 2 fire extinguishers, 1 APU and 2 engine 2, so left and right. And so if there was an emergency, which telling us fire, we'd be extinguishing with the use of these. Yeah.
Right.
Alright, and then moving down, radios, we've got our comms, our VHF comms set for Auckland.
Right.
And then these are our navigation or VORs. So that's actually set on Christchurch, so I'll just put Auckland in there, which is 1148 for Auckland. That's it, good stuff. Okay, and 1148 I'll put on my standby here. Actually 1103 is the ILS, so I'm going to keep that on the ILS for my side.
Sure.
And that's the instrument landing system.
Okay, I thought that if I change it here, it gets changed there too.
Yes, it usually would, but for me, I think you've got to, there's a, let's try it. I've got 1103, which is the ILS setup, and when we're coming in for the approach, we'll see if the ILS comes up on that side.
Sure.
Hey? Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And then these here are our radios to talk. So those are just, you're talking to control. Then you make your selectors there, and then we don't have anything to do with all this, but this is your rudder trim, and it's just set. That's just the way it is. Okay. And then this one here, the last nav box, is our ADFs.
Right.
So for Auckland we want, we're going to get airborne visually anyway, but Whitford is the NDB off the end of the runway, and it's 334.
Okay.
Yep. And in the standby frequency we'll put the other NDB, which is 398 I think, and it's West Point. Yep. That's it. Good stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, 334 and 398. So.
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, it must be pretty.
Amazing,
yeah, like those flight sims are pretty good, and I don't use them.
They're pretty advanced, those things, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So in the course heading here, we're going to dial in 050. That's our original course. And you can see how the navigation
Yes, of course, gone.
is coming up with our line.
Okay,
0, correct. And our rotate speed is 129, so let's put that in there. Just to give us a wee prompt. Okay. And our heading is 050. And our altitude is 3000, so we're set. And then this is our autopilot, which we're not going to use right now.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
No, I mean we can if you want. We can use that, but we arm up with the navigation as well.
Right.
And vertical nav and lateral navigation. And then this here is the same as your side. It's just our selecting which mode we want, whether we're going to use the VOR or what we're going to use, and then that can give us a compass rose if we push in the middle, and that gives us a bearing of where we are. And WP there, that's for Noapai, that's another airfield just off on the other side of Auckland, like over the harbour bridge. Yep. Alright, so we are just about ready for, we've done our pre-start checks, we've done our scans, and we're all familiar with what we've got in here, and we're ready for a start. So we will get our ears on, get our air traffic control ears on, and I'll take care of the radio calls for you, and we'll just have a chat to these guys and request a start. So flight experience 556 requesting start for Auckland, visually for 3000 feet we have 66 POB and Delta 1013.
Flight experience 556, read you 5.
Copy 5 and copied as per previous radio call, requesting start and requesting clearance for Auckland for a scenic 3000 66 POB with Delta 1013.
Flight experience 556, cleared as filed. Delta is current, report ready for push and start clearance.
And we'll code 556. So we're ready for I'll just get a clearance we're ready for start 556. So for our startup, what we do is I'm going to start with the left engine first. I'm going to push it in, move it around to ground, and once it's through 20% here, we're going to click it through to this groove here. Okay?
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it now. Yep. That's it. Yep, your hand on that lever there.
Experience 556, cleared for push and start, report ready for taxi.
And clear push and start will code flight experience 556. That's it. You got it. Yep. Cool. So you can see it's a good start so far. We've got all our engine gauges are reading just how we want them to. Once we're through 55%, the starter will automatically click out, and we know it's been a good start. Right, now the next thing, I'm just going to get us a pushback. So I'll get you to just do the right engine exactly the same way. Yeah. Just release that part brake for us, and we'll just get a push back. Yep. It's taking us. Oh, what is it doing? Does your flight sim do this? There we go, look at that. We're coming between the gates, and we'll kind of manoeuvre ourselves here. Push to the right pedal, that's it, sorry. Normally we don't quite have this issue, but there we go. And we'll just stop our pushback there, so that's it. Stopping the pushback, and we're back to... Alright, so we've got our pushback, we've got ourselves here, and we're going to soon taxi out in front of the runway, and we're going to be lining up for our left 05, and I'll just get a taxi, flight experience 556, requesting taxi. Okay, so for the taxi,
flight experience 556, taxi to hold short of the active runway.
We'll just release the brake, and we can use a bit of power. We just try and get enough power so that ground speed's about 30 knots. So you can take it up fair way, really. Yeah, a wee bit more. That's it, and we're just starting to move nicely now, so a wee bit of right tiller or right pedal. Yeah, it's cool with the tiller, isn't it? So we're just aiming for that centre line there. That's excellent. Good going. I'm just going to put these on continuous after start. Yeah, we'll just turn to the actually, we'll just backtrack a wee bit to the right, turn to the right. Yep, you can use the rudder pedals actually. Yeah, why not?
Oops.
That's alright. What we'll do is we'll just slow it down a wee bit. Yep. And yeah, we'll do a bit of a backtrack on the runway. That's alright.
We're on the runway.
Yeah, well this is runway 05 left, and we're going to take off from that. But that's cool. And
hang on, let me get onto.
Okay, so we'll take this next taxiway. So just coming here. Yep, this is now the taxiway. So just see this one coming up on the left. Yep. And with these rudder pedals, be real gentle. It's like, yeah. So now take a left turn. Just bring that power back. Yeah. And it's it. And hard left. That's it. Hard left. Okay, tiller around to hard left. Use that. Yeah, steering wheel. That's it. Yep, you got it. Excellent. Look at that. And now we get the part brake on. Just pull that part brake on there. Okay, so we're lined up on the runway, and flight experience 556 is lined up ready, and he'll give us a line-up clearance. And so what we're going to do, as you can see the control tower off to the left there, we're going to, once that aircraft's gone out of the way, we're going to get our going to get airborne, and how we're going to do that is we're going to go...
Take N1 to?
Yeah, N1 to about 60%.
Flight experience 556, line up.
Okay, so we got the line up, and flight experience 556 is lining up, and then we just get another call. Flight experience 556 is ready for takeoff. Okay, so alright.
Experience 556 cleared for takeoff.
Alright, so we've been cleared, and what we do is we've got to get flap 5. You got it. So our pre-takeoff checks. Flaps 5, landing lights on. That's it. Yep. And on those other two as well. That's it. You got it. And then through here we put the transponder on. So just all the way through with that transponder onto squawk mode. Yep, just like you do, so that they can see where we are. Alright, and well, fuel pumps are on, everything's checked up there. Yeah, so N1 up through to 60%, and then we go through and we check that we've got a positive airspeed, and once we're through 129 is our rotate speed, but I'll call 115, and then you take the weight off, and then both hands on the controls, flying us out. Our best rate of climb is about 15 degrees, so that little square box there will be at 15 on the line. Yep. Okay, so just when you're ready, yeah, release your brake, and we've been cleared for takeoff. That's it. That's it. Good stuff. And keeping straight with your rudder pedals. Excellent. That's it. Yep. And just bring those N1s back a wee bit, the throttles. Yeah, that's it. Good stuff. That's it. Yep. And so we're going good there. We've got a positive rate. Yep. Okay. Yep, those throttle settings are fine now. And we're through 70 knots. And you can take the throttles up now to about 90%. That's it. We're coming through 100 knots. Good stuff. 115, so both hands there, and rotate. There we go. 129, that's it. And away we go. Get it up. Yep. Pull it off the ground. Going for 15 degrees. Good stuff. That's it. And after takeoff checks, you guys call me for the gear. Yep. Okay. And flaps to 1. Okay. That's it. And that's excellent. Good stuff. And we're going to climb to 3,000. So once we're at 3, we're just through 1,000. We're going to level off, and leveling off is just attitude, power trim. Okay, and flaps to 1. To none. Good. Very nice takeoff. And alright, so that's great. We're going to just fly out on this heading. And if you want, what we can do is actually set the auto throttle, which is quite fun.
Yeah.
So we're just going to arm that. Should we do it? It's quite good. And it's already armed now, so there we go. So that'll take care of the power settings. So just level us out there. That's good. Attitude. And if you need to trim us out, you will do. You know the trim switch is just on that left hand side. So what we've got out there is the Auckland Harbour. You can see it's pretty neat, isn't it? That's awesome. Okay, so we've got Maraetai just out here, on the beaches. I'm actually not originally from Auckland, so I'm still trying to navigate my way around. But we've got the the Firth of Thames over to the right. And have you been to Waiheke Island? Yeah, that's just straight off to the nose. Yep. So just take a gentle left-hand turn and go on to a heading of about 340. And as we come around, you'll be able to see Rangitoto. You can certainly tell you've done a bit of flight sim. Is that good? So you can see, it's good to just fly with the nose attitude, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, and that's awesome. And now we're going to take another left-hand turn onto a heading of about 290, and we're going to go towards Auckland City. So it's just coming up onto our left-hand side. Well, you can actually see visually Auckland City coming up. So you can just fly over sort of the CBD, just a wee bit, put it to your left.
Bank angle.
It's okay. They just like to talk to you, these things. But yeah, just roll it out there and head towards the city. That's cool. Towards the Harbour Bridge, yeah. So you've probably flown out of Auckland before and flight sim.
I have.
That's good. Okay, then make sure the aircraft's nicely trimmed out for 3,000. Certainly know what you're doing. It's quite cool. So you can see the city just coming up on the nose there now.
Yeah. I'm at 28,000, is that alright?
Yeah. 2,800 is fine. Yep. Okay.
Tell me, why do you guys fly below 250 knots, below 10,000 feet?
It's actually part of the rules, the civil aviation rules.
Is that because of bird strikes?
There's just, to keep separation on aircraft as well.
Oh.
Yeah, and
So you have some faster and some slower.
yeah, and it's also probably that's the main reason. It's just part of the law.
Right.
It's just yeah.
And that's the same all over the world, isn't it?
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, It's good. You got this Auckland Sky Tower you're performing tonight down there.
I could just hop off.
Yeah, we'll just let you out. There's a fire rope, emergency escape rope up there. Okay. That's excellent. You're doing really, really well. So what we're going to do now, once we're over the sort of the Harbour Bridge area, you can see the Harbour Bridge just coming up on the bottom right. Yep. We're going to hang a left about 90 degrees, so onto a heading of about 180. Or towards the Manukau heads, which you'll see coming up once we go through left. Can give you your flight director too if you want one of those. That's the pink. Yeah. Okay, just roll it out there. It's probably, not quite the heading I said, but we're going to head towards the Manukau heads over there, and then that'll put us onto a good heading to then turn for our 05 finals. So if you look to the left, the runway is we're downwind at the moment. Yeah. Actually, that's quite good, isn't it, to do that? Just have a good... Yeah, so just hold that heading. Try not... Yeah.
There's just one runway in Auckland, isn't there?
Yeah, they did have two, but they did have parallel operations, but they don't use parallel operations now. Yeah. So you can see how it works is the like where the triangle, and you can see that Auckland is out here, so we're going to be doing a left-hand turn to come onto our finals leg.
Sure, yeah.
Pretty amazing aircraft, aren't they?
I mean, it doesn't feel like how many tons is it?
We're about 70 tons.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We're 9.9 DME from the airport, and so we'll get a left-hand turn now and just gently sort of take us around to our runway heading, which is 050. Yep, that's it.
We're not flying base. We're just going to get into flying.
We'll do a little base, but I'm just sort of looking if you just have a look out to the left-hand side and see if we can see. If we can see the runway nicely, then we'll square off our base leg. But if it's coming up on us, so just call me to arm the speed brake.
Sure. Go ahead and arm the speed brake.
Oh, thank you. Yep. And you got it? Cool. Okay, and just call me for the gear down, because we're going to get that early to stop us from getting high. Yep. We're below gear speed.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah. 270 knots is gear speed, but very well spotted. And just take us, just sort of head.
What do we get flaps down as well?
Where we won't get flapped just yet. Maybe take one, flaps 1. Yeah. Yeah, perhaps 5 actually. Okay, and just hold our height, 2,000 feet, no lower than that. That's good. Yep, and that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, so just take us now onto a left heading to get us towards that runway. How's that looking? We might have to.
Too close.
Yeah. I think you'll be okay. You just. We might take that. Okay, flight radar is good. Let's just take those auto throttles off so I can use the power.
What exactly is a touch and go? Is it?
It's when the aircraft will, land wheels on and then we take off again. So we might as well do one of those, hey?
Sure.
Pretty busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're currently 6 miles, so it's looking high, but we're going to be fine. Come around onto those lights. Remember, when we're on the lights, we've got 2 red and 2 white. Okay, I'm just taking the flaps to 10. We're doing really, really well here. And you can see our navigation screen is just taking that white line directing us around. So that we're flying visually, so it's not much use, but it's just an added tool. Good, doing really, really good. Okay, and I'll take flaps 15. And we've got 5 miles.
Should we be at 180 knots before landing?
Yeah, we should be getting it back. So I'll just take flaps to 25, flaps to 30 for you. Okay.
Do we have crosswind? How can we tell?
Well, we can probably feel it, but I'll tell you there's no wind in there. Okay, so we've got 1,000. When we go through to about
Auto brake armed?
Yep, auto brake is armed. Yep, armed. Thank you. Yep, very good. Okay, so just easing it. That's it. Good, very good. So we're coming onto glide slope. You're doing really well. And we've got 1 red, 3 white. So just down a wee bit. When we get 100, once I say 100, we just basically hold our nose attitude.
Approaching minimum.
That's good. Yeah, going well.
Minimums.
Just hold it back there, that's it. Yep, and looking really good.
100.
Okay, and I'll close those throttles. Now just easing it back. That's gentle, yep, good.
Whoops.
Excellent, no, really good. Keep it straight on the runway, and we'll get our auto throttle, reverse thrust. Just grab those on. Yep, and then just take them off, because we're going to do a touch and go. Yeah, alright, so now take the throttles again. I'll arm this to RTO. That's that. I'll take flaps to 5. Yep, that's it. And take your throttles through to... Oh, they don't like it, are they? Okay. And rotate there. Probably doesn't want to do that because... Okay, that's it. Here we go. Got rid of the horns. Yeah, the flight sim doesn't quite like the touch and goes, I don't think. Okay, so just bring those. Yeah, gear up, sure. That's it, good. And just tell me when you want flaps. Would you like flaps, Captain?
Yes, please.
Okay. And flaps are gone. Autopilot armed. That's the throttles armed. Auto throttles. Good stuff. Okay, so we're through 2,200 and we're on that runway heading again. So you can see where our magnetic heading is showing 043. Yeah, that white line is quite good because that's where we are. This is, projecting from Auckland. That's us.
Okay.
And then when you turn, it sort of shows you where you're turning onto. Like if you're coming onto the runway,
Right.
and it goes through the runway heading, and then you'd stop your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very good. And I'll put the gear into the neutral position for us. Okay.
Don't we need to engage autopilot from there in order for autothrottle to work?
Yeah, do you want to have a go at it? What we do is, command and autopilot.
That levels us off.
Yep. Did it just level us off then? At 3,000. Okay. And then vertical nav and lateral nav. And that should give us, it's going to probably put us onto the...
050?
Yeah. And it's a little bit all over the place, isn't it?
Right.
So if you want to, it doesn't quite know what to do. I don't think it's surviving very well. So yeah, get rid of it. Autopilot, retest. Yeah. I think we're better to fly hand fly, aren't we?
Yep.
The auto throttles are good though. It just takes the pressure off.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or the timing so much.
Okay, so when you're ready, just get another circuit round over towards the sky tower. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels fantastic.
Yeah.
Bank angle.
And just watch your height there, just get us back down if you can. It's about 3, whatever you want really, but 3 is probably good. And yeah, roll it out there. And so that's it. And you can see just off the northern end of there is Whenuapai, that's another airfield. So it's basically straight beyond the bridge of the harbour. There's another, it's a military airfield, Whenuapai. Going really well.
So real, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
isn't it cool? Yeah. And the guys that fly these, we've got one guy who's in...
It's quite a lot, right?
I'm just, no, not in my commercial, no.
But what do you think? I mean, is it...
Yeah, well the guys, we've got one guy on the staff here who flies for Pacific Blue and he reckons it's very realistic. And he's started flying these for a job.
Right.
Okay, so when you're ready, we've got the city coming up, the sky tower where you're doing your thing. Sure you don't want to be let out? Anyway, so we'll just, you kind of know what to do, to head towards the Manukau heads.
Are we doing another touch and go?
Yeah, we'll do a full stop this time, and then we'll reprogram the computer to land at Kaitak.
Fantastic. Great.
Okay, so just a left-hand turn when you're ready there. So, sort of about 90 degrees onto...
Do I need to apply a rudder as well when I...
No, not like you do in the little airplanes. You don't, you just don't really have to in these.
Okay.
Have you done any flying in loggable? Yeah.
Never.
Because you always do apply rudder in the little planes. It's really important in little planes.
Right.
To fly in balance, it's just key. Okay, so just roll out about there, that's perfect. And we'll just fly an extra long, yeah, roll it out about there, yeah. Because we want to make sure that we give ourselves plenty of space, don't we?
Unlike last time, I know, yeah. How far should one be before, what should the DME be before I can actually...
Well, it should be about 10 DME, and at 10 DME, usually your descent profile is about 300 feet a minute, so that will give us 3,000 feet, 10 DME, about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we lock onto the ILS?
Yeah, we'll do that, yeah. It's 110, yeah. Okay, so we've got Auckland ILS runway 05 on 103. Okay, so I've just put it on there and we'll just make sure what we got going on here. Okay, it should come up when we come around onto finals. Flight director is on, the ILS, all the throttles armed. Yeah, so we've got a good 7 or so DME, so yeah. And just watch your descent rate there, that's okay. So I'll brief you for the ILS. It's runway Auckland ILS from runway 05, dated 24 November 05. Procedure is inbound 051 is our heading. 5 DME, not below 960. The missed approach point on the localised DME is 1 DME, and our missed approach altitude is going to be 215 or 200 feet above ground and 800 metres viz.
Sorry?
Missed approach, when we're at 200 feet above ground level, if we can't see the runway lights, then we do what we call a missed approach procedure. Yep.
Can we, spoiler?
What's that?
Speed brake, sorry.
Speed brake, sure, sorry. Yep, and I'll put us, would you like the auto brake armed?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you. And you just tell me when you want the gear. Actually, we need to go a wee bit to the right, I think. Just because...
Yeah, to lock on to my...
Yeah, we're about 6 miles. See our DME down the bottom there? So we just want to go a wee bit, dog-legged a bit to the right, because we're going to be... Yeah, maybe just a bit of... pull back a wee bit. That's it. Okay, yeah. We will just take a left turn now because we're going to go through the centre line if we don't, aren't we? And tell me when you'd like the gear.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
It's okay.
Oops. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give me some gear?
Sure.
And flaps.
Yep. 5 or 10. 10. Yep.
Did we pass through the... I think we must have passed through the island.
Yeah, it's not arming, is it? I just gotta get that. And tell me when you want flaps.
Flaps, please.
20.
25. A bit high.
Yeah, you'll sort it out.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
We'll just pull up quite a bit. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Sync rate.
And more flap.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll disengage that auto throttle, eh?
Thank you.
And I'll take the throttles for you.
Sync rate. 5,
Okay. Okay, and gears down confirmed, and you have the landing.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50.
Okay.
30.
And that's it. Gently, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And good. And that's it. Nice. Very good. And just get those auto throttle reverse thrust, I should say. That's it. And then a wee bit of brake if you need it, just the pedals up the top.
Is that a plane or a cursor?
I think it's a cursor. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? It's a flying cursor. Alright, so that's good. And so the brake pedals we can use up the top there, that's cool. So what we'll do is we'll taxi back in, and we'll backtrack. We're going to take one of these taxiways, and I'll just get you to taxi, and then we'll reprogram it for Hong Kong, which will be good for both of us because I've never been there.
Okay, nor have I.
Cartac, yeah. That's good.
The new one's awesome. New airport.
Is it? Yeah. Bit of it, yeah. Okay, so I will do that. Let me just see. So you just keep taxiing us and I'll just have a play on that behind us. I'll just So here we are back again at Cartac. So we've reprogrammed ourselves and we've just briefed ourselves on our approach plate. Now what we're going to do is we have to set up the FMC again. So firstly we'll do, that's it, get rid of all of our after landing checks. Yep, park breakers on, excellent. Right, so let's put in our, I put some more fuel in too, I just want to tell you that.
Great.
Put in 3 tons in, because it was using from the Saudi tank, so that's, I think it starts from that one and then the others. Yep. So we'll put in 49 as our zero fuel weight. 49, that's it, and then punch it up to zero fuel weight, that's it, good. Reserve we'll put in 2 again, 2 and then punch it up. Cost index 100, punch it up, good. Cruise altitude we'll put 3,000 in again, that's it. And then just press the green execute, yep, that's it, yep. And then N1 limits, that's the next page. That's good. Okay, we'll take off 1 again. Actually, just press take off. We'll just see if it changes our power. That's it. Take off. Yep. And then climb. We'll select that as well. Just 3. That's it. So we're using a bit more gas than last time, but why not?
Okay.
And then now press the bottom right, which is the takeoff page. Flaps 5 again for takeoff. That's it. And we're just going to change our V1 to 115 again. Punch in 115. And then back up, yep, pressing our VR and our V2, that's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to just reprogram our course 130. Yep, and we'll take this to our rotate 131. Stuff and heading 130 as well. That's it, good stuff. Alright, so they're all set there. We'll just go back to our overhead panel and we'll just check your damper is on, that's good. Our fuel pumps are all on, yep. And then we move back to this one here, galley power is on. Yep, taxi light, turn that on, that's cool, yep. And generators, we're running off the generator, which is good. And then coming back down here, we're on fasten seatbelts, you might as well do that again, just to, and then back on again, yep. So they've got their seatbelts in the back. How many more passengers do you pick up?
I'm not sure.
I think another 20, wasn't it, yeah. So we've got, what's that, 86 on board?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and then moving down from here, we've got these on, which is good. If a that's to sort of stop, window heat, to stop any icing, but it's also because the plastic needs to, if something hit it, you don't want it to smash.
Right.
Okay, when anti-icing, we don't need it on today, it's hot enough. Hydraulic pumps, we're okay with those two on there. And then moving down and then up again, we've got APU is on. We can actually turn that off and then on and on because we're now running on our generators.
Okay.
And we put this on high and we put this on auto and then on high. Okay? And then that's all good. The air conditioning system is all set. Moving along here, we just want to leave that and that's on. That's good. Anti-costa, they know we're started up and we are started up here. We're all good. And
shouldn't this be up in the center?
No, this one here, just something I was just saying because the engines are strange and still let us continue with the engines on, which is quite unusual. Usually you have to shut the engines down and do a restart if you locate to another airport. On each engine there's a left and a right ignition system. So in other words there's these probes that do the start up in the jet engine, and each engine has two of those. The spark that's provided to allow the exhaust, the explosion, which allows a jet engine to start. So there's two ignition systems on each jet. Alright, so that means we started on the right ignition system on the right engine and on the left engine.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, you understand? Cool. Alright, and then you've got your taxi light on, which is good. The runway lights, landing lights, we can actually put those on now because we're about to come onto the runway. That's it, good stuff. And we know this is all the mode control panels all set up. We will arm the auto throttle, so throw that one up. That's it. Yep, and flight directors are on and on.
Can we altitude? Can we hit that as soon as we take off? So
yeah, we'll try it with once we autopilot engage. I mean, let's do that. Command and see altitude hold and see if it does do it. Once we're airborne, we have to do that. Yep. Once we're airborne.
Okay.
You can't do it on the ground.
Right.
It's once you're airborne, you have to command it.
Okay.
Because you can't do an autopilot takeoff.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're finished with that. Now we've moved down in a systematic manner. Speed brake, we don't need that arm, so you can pull that back into the neutral. Down, that's it. Yep. And then looking here, we've got 30 feet. We've got 30 feet. We've got 30 knots, 340 feet. Just confirm that with our approach plate. Hong Kong Airport. Elevation. It's supposed to be 15 feet. So let's just check our barometric pressure. 1016. There we go. 1013. There we go. Okay, so that's standard atmospheric pressure set. Yeah, 1013. And we've come back to what we're supposed to have, which is 15 feet elevation. Wondered about that because I think the sea's off to the right.
Yeah.
I haven't actually been, never made it to Kai Tak, but that's okay. Alright, so moving along, we've got that set, we've got the artificial horizon, obviously you know how that works, and then looking at our electric navigation screen here, it looks very confused, doesn't it? There's a lot of stuff, yeah, okay, so that gives us a 10-mile radius, it's quite good, yeah, and different modes. Alright, so just basically remember our headings that we're gonna take off 130 and probably through 1,000 feet with a right turn 90 through 90 degrees, and you'll be able to take us around, I'm sure. Then.
I hope so. Yeah, okay, great. We're not doing ILS, we're going to go just land.
Yeah, we're just going to do visual because it's actually a much quicker circuit as well. And a checkerboard approach, hopefully we'll find those checkerboards will be quite fun. Alright, so
do we need to go above the checkerboard or?
Yeah, you're well above it. Yeah.
And
the checkerboard I think is probably about maybe as high as one of these buildings in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now auto brake needs to go onto RTO, so I'll do that for you for reversed takeoff. If we have should have a engine out or something that we need to sort out after the takeoff, that's what we do there. And okay, then moving along, got our gear all selected down, and we're checking our engine instrument panels. well, they're all live and everything's good. And we've set our FMC, so just take our flaps to 5 for a takeoff. And then once we can get a line up. So yeah, when you're ready, it all looks good, doesn't it? Good to go. Okay, so and flight experience. Yeah, I'll just get a quick call, and they'll just say we're cleared as filed. They're going to say
Flight experience 556, read you 5.
okay, and okay, flight experience 556 requesting one circuit at Kaitac, runway 13 with 1013 and 86 POV. And they'll tell us we're cleared for a pushback, which we've already
Flight
had.
experience 556, cleared as filed. Delta is current, report ready for push and start clearance.
And cleared as filed, report for push and start. Okay, and flight experience 556, ready for push and start. And
Flight experience 556, cleared for push and start, report ready for taxi.
cleared push and start, and flight experience 556 is ready for taxi.
Flight experience 556, taxi to hold short of the active runway.
And 556 taxiing for runway 13. Okay, so another call there, they've got us. So they're going to give us a line-up clearance any moment.
Flight experience 556, line up.
Okay, there we go. So that's it. Get a bit of power and away we go. That's it.
Isn't our N1 pretty high?
It is. Yeah, I don't know quite what's going on there. For us on the ground, it should be sitting way back. But
30s or 20s or something?
yeah. I think what it wanted me to do was actually restart the engines, but let's just do it this way and see what happens, eh? Save you mucking around with that. Okay, and flight experience 556 is lined up. Look at all those ones waiting.
I know.
Got them all waiting there. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got some heavy.
Okay, so yeah, hopefully they'll give us clearance for takeoff. And we've got flaps 5, we're all set there.
Flight experience 556, cleared for takeoff.
There we go, away we go. And that's it. Good stuff, our engines are good, and that's it, yeah.
Oh, this is the threshold right here. Our engine's
It's not doing its thing, is it? There we go, see what goes on. Okay, 120, let's get rotate. Yeah, the engine's doing something a bit weird, aren't they?
Let's try and
Auto throttle.
see that.
Okay, so climb us through to about 1,000. Yeah, I think it's behaving itself.
Is it? Oh, good.
Yeah. It's a bit confused. I think we should have probably shut it down. And then that's nice. Just keep the climb going and we'll get a right hand turn when you're ready.
Go around those mountains.
Yeah. Just get a we'll climb to 3,000, but we're just living off
Can we
the
get gear up and
Sure.
flaps?
Yep. Thank you. There is gone. And flaps to 1 and flaps to 0. Yeah. So keep the climb going. That's it. Does it look familiar?
Yeah. The new airport's all the way there. It's
Over on the
that
other
way.
side, yeah. Right here. And I've turned this into a police. Something to do with the
golf
police.
course, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
golf course,
Yeah.
really. So once we're through, anytime now you can get us onto a right hand turn. I reckon we're heading about 220, but maybe, might even be more like 240.
Okay.
there. What do you reckon?
240.
Think so?
Yeah. What is the 13, right?
Yeah, 13. So 90 degrees to that's 220. So yeah, and maybe climb us to 3. Yeah, and then we can get a better visual. But that's looking alright. Yeah, it's VHHH, exactly. That's
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it should be behind those mountains then?
I think that you're actually going pretty good. And maybe soon we'll just get it, like, we're probably heading around here.
Oh, you think?
We've got to find those. Yeah, let's get a little right turn and just hit. We could be flying all day, couldn't we? Up here all day. Is there anything that looks familiar?
No, not really.
Yeah.
We'll find it.
Yeah. Actually, I think we're going pretty good because if you look at that projection line, that's coming towards.
That's right.
Yeah. I think that's going really well, actually. Yeah, that's going really well. So just hold you at 3,000, and then got a feeling that what we're coming over there. So it could be those little islands. It's either that one there, which is probably likely actually 2,200, and we're holding 2,500.
Oh, there's the city right there. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. We're not doing too bad. Just
Yeah. Because if these are 2,2 and we're at 2,500, that looks about right, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay. And if we project, probably just put you onto that mode there. Alright. So we've got, well, we had it before, that projection line coming out. If you just turn the control column to the right, and you'll see, yeah, see that line projecting there? And that was what we want to aim for as VHH. So if you just turn that line a wee bit more to the right, turn us, yeah, that's good. And see how that line comes through? And that there will take you direct to VHH. Yeah, I think if you just hold that heading and to maybe climb us to 3 grand, if you can, just get us up a wee bit, just pitch it up.
Hang on.
It's not working, is it?
It's holding us at 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
It's going down, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Just that way, yeah.
Is that up or down?
No, that's up. Positive there, yeah. I have to report that to the engineers.
Yeah.
So if you just, keep that white projection line. See here, if you just turn a wee bit to the right so that you can project that line.
You know, it's making sense now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the city.
There's the city. We just go around this mountain right
Yeah,
there.
we do, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Yep. And you can see how once you get around this mountain, that white projection line is really good because it'll take you straight through to the Hong Kong VHH. So it'll probably give us an altitude warning as we go across here. So just maybe ease back a wee bit there. It's a bit low. Yeah. Back here into neutral position. You're doing really well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're just
I
amazing.
think we've overshot there. Yeah, I think we've overshot. Running parallel to the runway, I think we're too far.
If you look at this, see that VHH?
Yeah, but I think we'll be hitting it perpendicular.
So maybe
So
just...
it's right there. There it is. Runway. You see it?
Okay, so just take a little left-hand turn? Yeah. Yeah, it's useless without an they actually don't have an ILS here, they've got another system.
Main angle.
Yeah, it's right off there. So this number down here, it tells you that terrain underneath you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. So just roll it off there. Don't go too far the other way, just bank it off. Yeah, because we don't want to get completely lost and disorientated. And I would actually take a gentle right-hand turn now.
Terrain.
Let's take us back.
Right hand?
And just ease this back pressure. Pull back. Yep. I'll just down the auto brake for landing. Yep. To 2 or 1?
No idea.
Put it on to 2. Okay. And you tell me when you want your
Oh,
speed.
is that the strength of the brake? Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah. And just tell me when you want your speed brake armed. I've got a feeling if we 040, what are we there? So that should be about base leg now.
No, actually we're...
040.
Oh, we're landing the other way, are we?
13. We're landing 13. Okay, we're all out there. Let's have a look at what's going on. Okay, turning to the right, because what we're going to do is get this projection line here coming on towards VHH. It's pretty hopeless, isn't it?
I have a feeling we're going to land, we're coming in the other way.
No, we're not. No, we're fine. See how your projection line,
Yeah,
that line
I see,
there, you need it to go towards that VHH.
Yeah. There's the runway to your right.
Okay. So what we could do is...
Hang on. This isn't Kai-Tak. This is the new airport. Okay.
If we fly parallel, we'll just see what heading
Okay,
it is.
I know how to get a Kai-Tak from here now.
You reckon that's the new airport?
Sorry, that's the new airport, I'm sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm 100% sure. Do we have time?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, Kai-Tak's right there. I know my way now.
You know what? When we did that, we should have actually come in through in between
quicker.
those.
Yeah, you're right.
That's okay.
Do we have enough fuel though?
Yep, we're fine with the fuel. 070 roughly, isn't it? Maybe. And what are they called, the new airport?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So VHHH is the new airport. It's not Kai Tak.
No, this is Kai Tak.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, this is the new one. Yeah. You see those buildings up ahead? You see those buildings up ahead?
Yeah.
That's Kai Tak's just beyond that.
Okay, so it's a right-hand turn, isn't it? Yeah. All right, tell me when you want your plane slowed down.
Not yet. I'm actually trying to get there fast.
Yeah.
We have some time now. Right?
Yeah, we're fine, honestly.
Okay, then yeah, let's slow it down.
Get down below 270, and I'll take flaps 5, which is. It also gives you time to think, like if it comes up on you, when you're travelling a bit slow. So we're just looking for that damn checkerboard. I've got a feeling that it's going to be, the checkerboard's that way, and the runway's that way. 1-3. Yeah.
1-3, you're right.
Yeah. But it's there, way over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just dirt into it.
What an adventure, eh?
You said it.
You wait till you tell the guys tonight. We got lost over Hong Kong.
We're recording this, aren't we? Putting this on DVD, right? So I have proof. This is amazing. This simulator is fantastic. And it's got every single airport in the world, right? This
Pretty much, I think, yeah. Okay, so we've got 2,500, so we're really high. Get flaps to help us get down, or we'll take some power back if you like.
Please, thank you. Okay, here's the bridge that leads from New Airport back into town, and there's the city.
I've got a feeling it's just behind this little one here.
You want me to go in between these?
Well, yeah, I've got a feeling it is. I've got a really strong feeling that you hook it left now, and then you go in behind. The checkerboard is just down there somewhere. Okay, so if you hook it to the left, and then that's going to take you onto your base leg. I'm almost certain, but I'm not positively certain.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And I got a feeling that the runway is just on the other side of this hill. So if you hang a left there, I could be wrong, couldn't I?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hook it to the left and just see.
I'm sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, we're too slow.
Okay, got some power on. And just get a climb going there, yeah. Are you sure it's not on the other side of that hill?
I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure. In fact, sorry, I'm going to... Can we get some more power, please?
Yep.
Yeah, the checkerboard's going to be up here.
There's no runway there?
No, up ahead.
You can see it?
Yep. But I think I have a visual right there. Yep. The checkerboard's going to be right up ahead.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm just playing this from memory.
Terrain. Pull up.
Yes.
Pull
Yeah,
up.
you know what? I think you're right.
Pull up. 1,000.
If you look straight ahead, you can see the checkerboard.
Can you?
Yep.
Is that it? On the mountain?
No, just roll your wings level. It's on the ground. It's a red and white checkerboard.
Oh.
Yep. Yep, you are right. Yep. It's basically in the middle, and it's just lower the nose, so we go down. Yeah. It's coming into view in a moment. You'll see red and white checkers come. It's on the ground. It's at 12 o'clock. Roll the wings level there. Yep, this is looking good. Yep. And then we need to hook a right turn for 1-3.
Sure.
Okay, just roll your wings to the right. Got it. The checkerboard is now.
I didn't see it, but
it's hard for me to explain it, but it's about 2 o'clock low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Those little poles.
Yeah,
sure.
that's your lead-in lighting, yeah. So we need to go down, we're quite high,
Okay,
really
can we get
high.
some more flaps?
Sure. See the red and white checkerboard now?
Yes, I do. I got it.
Yoo-hoo! You did very
there
well.
we go.
And the speed brake is armed, and throttles, I'll just reduce the power. Yeah, it's down. There's that checkerboard.
Yeah, I see it. Wow, this must have been some scary landing.
Oh my god, it's
1,000.
incredible. You did very well to find that.
Thanks. Whoa.
There we go. And we're coming in for our
Sync rate. Sync rate 500.
speed brakes armed, yeah. So we've got no lights there to tell us what our buzzies are. Oh, there we go. And we're good to land.
Approaching minimums.
I've seen 747
Minimum.
and with one gear on the runway.
100.
Close throttles for you.
Oh, there's a plane in front of us.
Oh well.
50. 30. 20. 10.
That's it. And nice.
Come on.
Yeah, nearly there. Look at that. Perfect. Good. And that's it. Reverse thrust. Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Woohoo. Okay, we'll get rid of those reverse thrusts through 60, yep, and that's good, and I'll get your flaps for you. And you can just taxi us off anywhere you like. In front of Malaysian Airlines. Apparently what they've done here in Hong Kong, at the Sub Kai Tak, was got these, like, if we turn to the left you'll see them, like big barber's poles. With red and white.
Right. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Landing.
Hang a left hard and you'll see these big poles, red and white stripes, and that's where they get you to park up against those.
Okay.
But that's the sea, so we'll hang it left. So we don't go over the sea.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
And we'll take this immediate right taxiway here. Yeah, I
There
hope
was
you
a
had
series
fun.
of the ILS beacons. I'm sorry, I don't know what they're called. Before you hit the threshold.
There was a lead-in lighting markers.
Yeah, those light markers were.
Just
yeah.
hook it round.
Came-
Yeah. Yep, that was quite a good indicator. But yeah, I mean, that was amazing that you managed to find it just from your own having
Just
been.
memory.
Yeah, that's incredible. Hard right there. That's it. Yep. Excellent. Hard right again. Real hard. That's it. And we'll just go and park up over that one of these barber's poles. We should ask them what gate they want us. Gate 36, okay? Yeah, gate 36. There's that one there. Hey, I hope you had fun.
I did. Thank you so much.
No
It was so
problem.
Good.
That's
it was
good.
Worth it.
Yeah. So we'll just go to the right a wee bit and just sort of wherever you like, truly and honestly. Just park here if you like. Yep. And so closing the throttles and then park brake on when you're ready. Okay, and then we'll shut it down. So to shut it down, what we're going to do is we just get rid of the fuel. Yep, take the speed brake off. So we just pull that out and push that out. Yep, that's it. Okay, and then we just go up to the panels. Check your dampers off, fuel pumps off, and those two, and the other two. And then coming up down here, galley power off. That's it, and all that off, and then coming back here, seatbelts off. Okay, and then coming down here, these off and these off, window heats. that's it, and then moving down, and then this is my side. We're going to go off APU, off auto, and leave that auto, and that auto. High actually. Awesome. And then lights off. I'll get this one, it's on my side, off, and then all those lights. And then the engine's start switches on to off. Yeah, just the middle. Yep. That's it. Yep. And that's it. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You
That
did
was so much
so
fun.
well. Yeah, that was just, you did very, very well. And we'll just turn this off now, and then we're done.